Good morning, party people. I wanted to start off by taking a few minutes and thanking people that's been supporting me, donations, stuff like that. I think I mentioned yesterday that Scott helped me out with some parts and bought me and Diane dinner. Appreciate that. Stuff comes in the mail. A lot of times I don't even ask for it. It just shows up. People go to my website. They know they want to support me, kind of help me for helping them type of thing. And, I appreciate it. Every little bit helps. And I tell people throughout my day, every $5 counts. So when people help me out, man, I mentioned it before, if all of my subscribers, sent me $5 a year, man, I can do what I want, help all the people I want, and just, continue to, I believe I'm providing decent content. And, man, if I was able to have some help, I could even notch it up a bit. Some of these guys, do A class 1 production videos. I'm not that guy. I'm not that deep in it, but I do believe that I provide content that's very helpful. So I do appreciate everybody's support. Now, I had several people over the last month or two just send raw donations through PayPal. These are people that make an asserted effort. They go to my website. They look for the link that says send donations. They go to that page and they send a donation. Hey, to all you guys that do that, Jamie H., appreciate your donation. David R., he seems to have been going every month, going to PayPal, sending me some funds for donational help. Matthew R., Michael H., somebody named Photo Booth, Ray C., he calls me occasionally. I don't ask people to pay me for telephone consults, but hey, he decides to send a few bucks when he does that. Kirk T., my boy Willie Gilly, he just randomly contacts me, questions here and there, and then randomly sends donations. Eric A., Glenn K., Andrew S., I think that's the Red Barons owner there, Dale S., Oliver B., Mark L., Nathan B., Brendan L., Nicholas C. I don't think that's the famous Nicolas Cage, but this is a Nicholas nonetheless. Lucas T., Benjamin B., Joachim H., I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I get donations from all over the world. People from Russia, from Germany, stuff like that. Some people don't realize it, but I've mentioned it before. It costs about $150 a day to sit somewhere trying to interact with people and help people. So if I just, sat in one city, traveled around in one state, it cost me about $4,500 a month. Some people are able to help with those expenses, some are not. Most do. So I just want to make that clear. Benjamin B., Joachim H., Brandon C., my buddy Eugene from the Chicago area, and somebody named Winterprise. Now, of course, I really appreciate these people that have made a pledge of monthly support through Patreon. I don't really go in there and put up extra content. I'm starting to try to do something once a week. But these people they appreciate the help. They decided to go and be a part of that, and that was put up from requests for viewers. Right now I got about 68 Patreons. And for some reason, I noticed that the income from, December and January dropped 25% going into February. Not sure what that was or why that happened. I do not think that the membership dropped. There's 68 Patreons in there. I'm grateful for that. But the newest ones is Ben S., Thomas L., Thomas Z, Matt J, and Chess. Man, I appreciate all the support, and I hope I'm able to continue to, provide some value to what I can offer through YouTube. And again, thanks for your help. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert. That's me. This video contains things that I tinker with throughout the day. For step-by-step detailed instructions of those tasks, you can click on the links in the comment section below. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. This video also have tips and tricks that I've learned over the years. So, thank you very much for watching. Kicked off the day, posted a video, replied to messages, went for my walk, took care of some bills. Man, I hadn't been walking that much lately, and my walk, man, that takes a little bit out of me. So now I'm getting ready to go take care of some stuff at the bank, mail off a check somewhere, but I got Queen Bee's registration in the mail, so I'm gonna put that sticker on Queen Bee real quick. I had a crazy thing happen on my last trip. Now, I don't know if you guys remember or not or know, my fenders are coming apart on my trailer. And the little wire harness, the coating on it is getting real sketchy, cracking. Well, anyway, my fenders are cracking. I thought somebody hit the thing. But evidently the bouncing around, the jarring, all that stuff is causing these fenders to crack. Every time I looked at them, there was another crack on them. This one over here is kind of real bad. Flopping around, coming up. Look at that thing. That thing, I'm surprised it didn't eat into the tire. Had a hard time, but I found new fenders. Getting that thing taken care of. Anyway, I put tape on it to help get this thing back home on my trip. Stopped, bought some tape. Well, I bought this Husky thing because, as you remember, I had Queen Bee and I couldn't get everything in Queen Bee, so I bought this tub to bring some stuff back. Had a rib kit in there, had some other parts in there. I had an instrument cluster in there. And when I went and visited Moshi, going through Virginia, hold on, let me get a light on. I had several parts in here, instrument cluster, shifter, cables, all this different stuff. In Moshi, I had an R exhaust manifold I wanted, so I got the R exhaust manifold. So I took everything out, put the R exhaust manifold in the bottom, then put everything in on top of it. Well, I should have wrapped that R exhaust manifold because that thing bounced around in here, and I think that R exhaust manifold bouncing around in here destroyed this thing, destroyed the instrument cluster. Look at that. And destroyed a few other things that was in here with it. So I got this instrument cluster that, man, would have been nice for somebody to get because it had a trip computer to it. It, along with several other things that was in here, got destroyed, including the tub. So that's that. Anyway, this thing apparently has some salt on it. So I'm going to take this thing to the car wash and power wash it off to get this salt off of it. And then I'm going to replace the fenders on it and maybe even the wire harness. And the wire harness may be okay. I might replace the wire harness, but man, it's a mess. I'd like to put some new, fresh, reflective tape on it as well. I don't know if I'm going to paint anything on there or not. Definitely going to power wash it because most of the stickers are messed up on it. But, you know, I got to do something with these fenders. I like the fenders. They protect the car that you're towing. So I'm definitely going to do those. But the lights work. Anyway, let me go run this errand because I also need to fix the hole in this rooftop carrier on Panther. I need to replace the spring in the wastegate actuator. See if I get some more boost. So I'm going to work on this as well. If this works out okay, I might do the other box too. The other box got a hole in it. I was thinking about disposing of it, but I may fix it and sell it. We'll see. I forgot I hadn't fixed my seatbelt, so I need to do that as soon as I go to the bank, get back from the bank. I do not like rolling without seatbelt on. Man, somebody pull in front of you and you hit somebody without a seatbelt on, you go bouncing around in your car like a pinball machine. If you got your seatbelt on, you just sit back, put your head back against the headrest, and the accident happens if you can't avoid it. However, if you don't have a seatbelt on, man, you're asking for getting banged up. Now, for a long time, I've been wanting to talk about safety ratings that they give vehicles. You know, they say these safety ratings of these vehicles are so awesome nowadays. It's hard to, man, ask Tiger Woods how safe these vehicles are. I mean, I hate to say it, but he's one of the most popular people we know that recently got into an automobile accident, and he's banged up pretty bad. You know, the first few days, they even wondered if he'd ever be able to play golf again. You know, how safe was that vehicle? So, they are making the bodies of these cars a lot more rigid so that the car doesn't collapse in on you as easy. Does that make the car safer? I guess it's better than one collapsing on you. However, that's just part of the safety that they need to be rated. You know what the number one safety feature is for me in having a car? Take a wild guess. To me, the number one safety feature is the driver's ability to control the car when something strange happens. When you're driving down the street and you hydroplane, how well does the car manage for you to regain control of it after a hydroplane? Does it fishtail? Does it go into a spin? I mean, what's that car do? If you hit a curb, does that car catapult? You know, I mentioned recently about me hitting a fully inflated truck tire in the highway and that launching my 960 in the air. Crazy enough, even when that 960 was on two wheels going down the interstate, I felt like I still had some control of the vehicle. Now, somehow the vehicle Tiger Woods was in crossed the lanes he was in, went through a median, across two more lanes, and into an embankment and rolled several times. Now, my question is, if he was in a safer vehicle, a Volvo SUV, a Mercedes SUV, a Jaguar, or some other auto manufacturer that makes truly safer cars, would he have sustained the same type of injuries as he did in the kind of vehicle he was in? Probably not. So, I'm not so sold on just because you've made the body of a car so rigid that it doesn't collapse on you, that makes it safe. Man, I want to be able to walk away. I don't care how bad the accident is. I have heard of people rolling several times in a Volvo and opening the door and walking away, not having to be cut out or hatcheted out of the vehicle with all these special tools that the fire department has. So, I'm not so sold on every car being safe as I am a car being safe enough to avoid an accident. So, that's just one of my opinions. Those of you that have access to salvage yards, try it yourself. Next time you go to a salvage yard and you see a car that's crashed up, see if you can open and close the doors. How many of those doors you can open and close. And just kind of go around like that. And that'll tell you a little bit more about how safe a car is. Can't believe it. I was leaving the bank. I heard this scraping sound. I come out. I picked up a screw in my tire. It was sticking out further, but I didn't have a screwdriver with me in Panther. So I drove to Discount Tires and I'm waiting for them to get this screw out of here and fix this tire. Another distraction for one of my days. Can't believe it. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.